What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Now YouTube channel. Now, you guys know I love two things in this world: maps and stereotypes. Well, I've made a lot of map videos, but I haven't made enough stereotype videos. So today is a stereotype video. Specifically, American stereotypes. And even more specifically, me confronting my own negative American stereotypes. So there's actually a Wikipedia page dedicated to stereotypes of Americans. It's broken down into positive stereotypes and negative stereotypes. Now, we're just going to quickly run through the positive stereotypes. I'm not going to try and say if I think that I embody these positive stereotypes, because that's just kind of corny. But here are the positive stereotypes that are associated with Americans. Generosity.
Presence. It is like this tangible thing that you can point to and say, hey man, I love you, this many dollars worth.
Optimism.
We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it!
Hardworking nature.
All right, you're gonna have to catch me up. I just stepped off a bird from Omaha and I have a very tight window.
Frontier mentality.
I go to America!
And friendliness.
Fuck you.
Okay, so those are the positive stereotypes. I think those are pretty good, but we're gonna get into the nice juicy stuff here, the negative stereotypes about Americans. And I'm gonna see if I think I embody these or not. Sort of a little bit of a self-reflection, self-analysis here. Let's get in to me confronting my negative American stereotypes. Obsession with guns. Now, I don't think that I am obsessed with guns, certainly not. But I would say I'm probably more comfortable with guns than the average European. Like a few years ago, I made a video where I went shooting at the shooting range with my dad and brothers. And a lot of my European viewers were shocked, like just freaked out. I would say that guns have a part of the United States history and culture and society, but on the flip side of that, there are certainly some issues with guns in the United States and people who shouldn't be able to get them getting them. So, but would I say I'm obsessed with guns? No. Materialism, overconsumption, and extreme capitalism. You guys got me. Now for the consumer. Now for the materialist. Check it out. This is my closet. Look at that. Fashion for days. Look at my shoes right here. Buying all the shoes. Drip. Actually, I did buy myself a new pair of shoes this year. I went full consumer materialist. I have not worn them yet. I'm waiting until my movie comes out to wear them. Here they are, though. Kind of cool. But no, I don't think that I'm very materialistic. Never been into like buying stuff or things. The only thing that I spend money on is probably camera equipment and traveling and food. That's about it. Probably living in the Ami house in my first year here in Germany took away any sort of desire for materialism or luxury at all. So, and I'm kind of thankful for that. I don't feel the need. So, I'm happy to say that I don't think that I fit that stereotype. Okay, lack of cultural awareness. Americans may be stereotyped as ignorant of countries and cultures beyond their own. This stereotype shows them as lacking intellectual curiosity, thus making them ignorant of other cultures, places, or lifestyles outside of the United States. Sure, yeah, us Americans, we can be ignorant.
Can you name any country on this map?
The country of Asia?
Nope, that's a continent, and
Oh,
that's
oops.
Russia. Can you name any countries in Africa?
God, no, who knows stuff like that?
Let me just defend my fellow countrymen here just for a second. This is not to say an excuse, but I'm just going to try and make people understand a little bit why being ignorant of other cultures is kind of common in the United States. The United States is freaking huge. And there's a lot of cultures in there, and there's a lot of landscapes, there's a lot of places, there's a lot of different types of people. It feels like it's the whole world sometimes. And there's so much to pay attention to and so much going on within the United States that I think people sometimes forget that there's a whole world outside of our borders as well. So that's sort of my theory of why Americans have this stereotype of being culturally ignorant. Now, to me, I was probably a little bit more culturally ignorant before I moved to Germany, but I've always actually been pretty fascinated by other countries, other cultures, traveling. And so I can't say that I think I fit this stereotype fully. But then even since coming to Germany, I feel like I've become more interested in other countries and cultures. I probably lack some cultural awareness for sure, but I have cultural curiosity and I'm interested in other cultures. And as I continue to learn, I will diminish my lack of awareness. Can you say that? Racism and racialism. American people in general may be portrayed as racist or racialist. Obviously, America has its issues with race, right? We've got a tough history with slavery, yeah. Yes, we do. I don't think that you can say, I'm not a racist. I think your behavior has to reflect that. I'm not gonna sit here and try and be like, no way, dude, I have tons of black friends. I can't be a racist. Remember when I said in a video that be wary of people that say that? I don't care about your skin at all. If you're a cool person, good person, I like you. If you're a bad person or douche, I don't like you. I will not treat anyone differently based on their skin, which I think we should all do. Environmental ignorance. Uh-oh. Whatever, man, I don't care about anything. Really, you don't care about the environment?
Whatever, man. I don't care about anything.
Oh, you don't care about the environment? It's kind of fucked up.
I don't think I've ever been super ignorant of the environment or super helpful towards the environment. I love nature. I love the earth. I want us to take care of it. I'll say since coming to Germany, I've become more aware, right? More conscious about the environment and nature. And I'm still probably a little bit more ignorant than the typical European, because I'll still suggest things like, if, you know, hey, let's just take 2 cars, like we'll meet you guys there, instead of thinking, all right, why don't we all just carpool and take 1 car? I'm still quicker to be like, oh, let's take the convenience of 2 cars, blah, 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 as opposed to let's use less gas or whatever. So since living in Germany, I think I'm at least becoming more aware, and I'm getting really damn good at recycling, guys, really good. Plus, my dream car is a Tesla, so. Here we go. Military zeal. Another common stereotype is that Americans want to be the world's policemen, believing that the entire world needs their help, even if this results in preemptive military intervention because they are somehow exceptional. Yeah, I mean, guys, I think a lot of this comes from the history of the world wars, probably. World War I and World War II, the United States being on the victorious side of those wars, even though the Red Army did a lot of the heavy lifting in World War II for the Allies. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That attitude, I think, has spread to the rest of the 20th century and into the 21st century. I think that this is more of a government thing, because I think a lot of individual Americans are like, what are we doing? What are we doing over there? We got problems over here that we need to take care of and solve. I am certainly not pro-America going to intervene in every little problem in the world. Because a lot of times it just makes the problem worse, and that we've got some stuff back home that we could use that money to take care of. But I also think most Americans don't. I don't think most Americans like this, and this is just the United States government. Workaholic culture. Yeah. I'm this. If I don't work on a day or find some sort of productivity or do something to advance, I feel worthless and anxious and weird. I will say, since coming to Germany, I have learned to find the beauty in work-life balance. Guys, Friday afternoon, while I'm on my lunch break right now, just popped downtown to go on a little walk and catching some vibes. Actually pretty good vibes here today. I've said this multiple times, but I think Germany does a great job of living out that work-life balance. Germany is a wildly productive country where people still have a nice emphasis on quality of life. People still get a lot of time off. People still enjoy their lives. Now, the United States is also a wildly productive country, but I don't think we get the second part as well. So I'm learning at least now the benefits and the need to rest and recharge, and how actually in the long run that will help you be more productive, which is all that matters. I'm just kidding. But yeah, workaholic culture, I definitely think I fit that stereotype, and my time in Germany is helping me slowly to not be too much of a workaholic. All right, guys, that is me confronting my negative American stereotypes. If you guys have any other stereotypes about Americans, positive or negative, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I love reading stereotypes. To me, it's always like a oversimplification of something that has some sort of truth behind it. I mean, there's some stereotypes that are just wildly untrue and made up, but like a lot of these ones that I read about Americans here, they have some truth to it. All right, guys, that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a lovely day, and I will see you next time.